Hello, my lovelies. We've got a review today. I know I usually have these on Sundays, but I was babysitting my dog nephew. So, look at that face. So I was away from my computer and couldn't record. So we have a new set of kits. And as is kind of the usual, there is one that is a Kaz kit and one that is a build kit. And usually I like to go in beforehand and kind of look at what's there, set my expectations, think about maybe some things I want to bring up, you know, just to not be completely blindsided by anything. But this time I wasn't home. I haven't been by my computer, so we are seeing this for the first time together. I literally just threw all the items out onto the ground and we'll look at them together. Today's cuppa is coffee because I haven't been sleeping in my own bed, so I'm hecking tired. It doesn't matter how nice a bed is, the moment you're not sleeping in your own bed, you're just exhausted. So we have two new wallpapers, and they are very clearly like this are meant to coordinate, these are meant to decorate the same space. Like, you put up the wallpaper and then you had wood paneling on one wall. A nice range of colors. Like, I feel mostly good about this. I would have liked a couple more subtle colors. Like, this is very crayon box, and I don't get why the pink gets a reverse set and none of the others do. I mean, that's so barely a note that it's not a note at all. Floor tile, we have a new floor. It's, what is it called? It's in the stone section. Hardest stone flooring. Yeah, I guess it's like a poured concrete maybe, but it's got texturing. So I don't know if it's like a stone tile or a poured concrete. I'm going to turn off the grid real quick to see where the tile lines are. It's like bricks or blocks. It's fine. And the color spread, like the colors, if you pull back, like this blue, this black, and this greenish gray could practically be the same tile. And I don't know. I'm not vibing with it as much as I usually do. This is a very cute mirror. I like this a lot. Ooh, I like that it's only wood frames, no metal ones. I'm going to use the heck out of that. There is a new light. It is an aesthetically pleasing light, but like, you can see how limited this pool of light is. Like, if I get rid of the subtle saucer, that's all you get, which I guess is okay, but like, even in a small space, that isn't gonna fit it. Then we have this cute little rail shelf with a set of some nice, simple art on it. This feels very doctor's office. Like, these look like the kind of prints that they have in public spaces, less than something you would see in a home. I love this bench. And I love that it comes inherent with the idea that you're going to sit on it to take your shoes on and off. I have been, like, loving... I do stuff with that vibe. Oh, I was kind of hoping you could put clutter items in the space under it. But even, like, picking the smallest ones... Yeah, you can't even put, like, the smallest lowest hanging ones. We have a pair of galoshes and a pair of sneakers. I love how they're actually sitting like you just toed them off instead of perfectly straight and symmetrical like they usually are. We've got we've got a pair of matched entryway tables. One is more of a cabinet of drawers. Hold on. Okay. So these are actually rendered so the handles stick out, but like from this angle, it looks weirdly flat, particularly on this cabinet. I don't know what's going on there. And I'm gonna admit I kind of like that this basket kind of matches these baskets, though not in the not in which color is the default, but it definitely is all colors that come with this cabinet's base colors. We have this very tiny little plant. Oh, is that? Looks kind of like, I want to say it's called a hen and chicks plant, but I can't remember if that is actually the name. These look like advertisements. I wonder, is this the magic word shoe? Okay, it's a new shoe sign. With the Snowy Escape Pack, they introduced a wall sign that would make your Sims take off their shoes as they entered the home. And then I think they in a later update, they added that feature to welcome mats. And it looks like this sign does the same, though we won't know until we look at it in game mode. I will try to remember to do that when we make our Sim to look at the other kit with. Very nice. Little vase of flowers. I like the shape, but I can't decide if it's meant to be rounded or I'm gonna pop into free camera because it looks like it's either really weirdly rounded or like it's like floating. Is it just me or is it levitating above the table? They're all kind of levitating above the table. Huh. Yeah, on both of them. I wonder if they're gonna fix that. Looks like we got a package. Okay, I'm gonna call realism because there's no hacking way you just put a box down without opening it. Gotta know what's in the package. Need the shinies from the present. Boxes are lucky if they make it into my house before I open them if they're addressed to me. Got a new set of sunglasses and keys, which I like quite a bit, especially the more modern looking car key. Really cute little purse to just sit on the thing. I like how the strap is kind of dangling. So they gave us a new rail for hooks, but there's like a hard seam. Like these are clearly very carefully matched to each other and they line up perfectly. But there's that really, really hard seam. And I don't know if they're going for like a refurbished vibe, like a distressed vibe, or if that is intentional. I like that all of the colors of the items hanging change with the different swatches. That is nice. We have a new open and closed cabinet. They work well together. They clearly clip together. There's a color for each swatch of the wallpaper. And you can put items in here, which is just nice. And we got a shelf and a cupboard that clearly you are able to match things. Like, they're not being subtle that things are meant to match with certain colors. If I follow this wallpaper, like, they're not being subtle that you're meant to make a very matchy space. Like, I don't know that it lends itself well to mixing the colors, but it definitely feels intentional. And the final item in this kit is this quite nice rug. I like the texturing of the, like, you can really, really see the texturing of the weave, and I do appreciate that about it. On the one hand, I like how things are modular, like even like it feels like these clip into these cabinets, and that is like a nice touch. I don't know, there just doesn't seem to be as much bang for your buck in this kit. There are fewer items, there's less variety of items, stuff is weirdly floating above the surfaces they're sitting on. There aren't many color swatches of everything. Like, yeah, everything matches, but we've got the same like 10 colors of everything when we were getting like greater than that in pretty much all of the recent kits. My first reaction is, what happened here? Where's the rest of it? But yeah, that is the Grange Mudroom kit. And we will be right back to look at our other new kit in Create-A-Sim. Alright, so this is the first sim that popped up when I opened up Create-A-Sim. Let's pull her hair back and clear this makeup off. And, oh, is there a new hair that comes with the kit? Because it says there's a new hair, but it's also been a second. But I also haven't really played since the last update. Okay, so there's not a new hair. So the impression I got was that this was a pure makeup kit, and that does appear to be holding up. I'm going to take a quick look at torso before I confirm that 100%. Alright, there aren't even like new fingernails, so it is apparently just the makeup. Alright, so we have 6 new shadow options. This is intense. I like the color spread. Very nice. I think we're going to go through all of these twice for at least the eye makeup, because this sim has almond eyes, and I think we're going to want to look at these with a more hooded eye or a more double-lidded eye, just to get a better look at like the blending. But these all look fabulous on the almond eye, so like that's an achievement too. Like, from what I understand, being a person of Eastern European descent, ooh, interesting that the color pop is on the inner eye. I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was gonna be a smoky eye when I first saw the coloration. But I have hooded eyes, so I know that I have to do my makeup differently from my friends who have double-lidded eyes, and I haven't had an Asian friend in a minute. Because I don't go anywhere or meet people, so it's like been since college. So we weren't exactly talking makeup. But makeup tutorials online definitely talk about the different things you need to do for the different eyelid types. I am enjoying these liners. Ooh, I like the colored waterline. So pretty. But yeah, we're definitely gonna go through the eye makeup. Now, these seem a little heavy on the lower lid. So I'm definitely going to take a look with the other eye types to see if the eye makeup is makeuping. Okay, this one appears to be just a waterline eyeliner, which my friend Tina does her eyeliner like that. So, hey, I could make Tina in The Sims. No new eyelashes. Got 3 blush styles. That is really I wonder if this color set is intended for darker colored Sims. Like, I wonder if this is just intended for the darker complexion tones. Because these are all, like, that is intense. I'm going to try these against a couple of different skin tones as well. Let's clear that, because that is not a great look for this particular sim. But I know that for black people, they have to get like super hyperpigmented makeup for it to even show against their skin. Does this add... Yeah, this lipstick definitely adds like the lip texturing that you see in like mods. It adds more creases and it adds more of the natural creases and such to the lip. Which I am of 2 minds about, because I like there to be a line between... Oh, I like the blending at the corners of the lips. That looks so much more natural. I like there to be a line between video game realism and realism. I am particularly sensitive to the uncanny valley. So these lipsticks are kind of making me feel a way, but I also feel like I'm going to use them constantly. Okay, this is just a tinted gloss with like the barest hint of tint, which I do not hate at all. This is nice. Like, I can see this working for a lot of different tones. We're definitely going to go through this with multiple skin tones. I think we're definitely going to look at this on a black sim and also a white sim with plain a white sim with the ethno-European double-lidded eye. I like the gloss on this one. Oh, cool. And it does... There's a reflective shine, and there's also a shine that doesn't move with the rest of the lip. And what do we have under face paint? Is this going to be highlighters? Is this going to be like... Okay. This does appear to be different... Oh, shiny. This does appear to be different styles of highlighter. Oh! Different freckle patterns. It's nice. Oh my gosh, this is even more intense. And it also sometimes incorporates the chin. Okay. Then you... Okay, you are a different highlighter pattern. It's just... This one was so subtle against her skin tone that I didn't even see it. Okay, let's hit randomize until we get... There we go. Now we've got a dark-skinned sim. There are no hairs. Let's get something that is just a little pulled back away from the face more. There we go. All right. Let's go through these again. We won't go through every color. Oh, wow. That is fabulous. We won't go through every color again. Yeah, she's got a smoother almond eyelid, so you can see more of it. Oh, wow. These are intense on her skin. I don't know. Something about the texturing isn't reading right for me on that eyelid shape. Oh, that looks fabulous. These definitely work for... Like, when I have had darker complected sins, when I pulled in the aliens. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a game changer for my half-alien kids. But having that hyper-pigmented look is definitely fabulous. I'm already liking having this as an option in my repertoire. Alright, let's hit those eyeliners. Yeah, that's a lot more subtle on this eye shape, because the waterline stuff was really, really thick on the other girl. Oh yeah. These are still pretty intense, but they're a lot closer. They look a lot less silly. Because all the other sim, these looked very clown school. Every person of every gender, when learning how to do makeup, has their clown school moments. Where you slather it on too much and you don't know how to blend yet, and it looks silly. Okay, this lipstick is not looking so great. These differences are super subtle on the lip gloss ones. Okay. The fact that this is drawn above the line is showing a lot more on the Afrocentric lip shape. It is still a good look. Yeah, the more pigmented skin is definitely looking better against some of these. Oh my goodness. You can definitely find this highlighter more on this skin tone. Alright, and now let's randomize until we get a basic white girl. We're gonna do a less hooded eye. I want to do a double lidded sim, but I also want to see like all of the detail of the eyeshadows and eyeliners. So we want a less hooded eye, please. Alright, we'll pop in and give you some lashes just so you have them. These are very striking, and I don't hate them. Ooh, you can really see this one. The different ones are clearly designed for different eye shapes, and you can really see that in the eyeshadows. Like, some of these are clearly working better than others on the different shaped eyes. Which is not a bad thing, and I like that they're working to be more inclusive in that way. Okay, we got the super thick lower lid liner again. Like, that's just a super heavy line. Like, look at that. There's definitely a lot of room to do fun and interesting things with this, though. Okay, this is a darker skinned white girl, and these are working better. So they work better with the pinker skin tones rather than a brown or a yellow. Okay, that makes a kind of sense. I think we're definitely going to put up a guy sim so we can take a quick look and see what is available and isn't for males versus females. The color difference on these lip gloss ones is so subtle. Like, I feel like they should have made that pop more. Ooh, I like that. Just go through these last two lipsticks. Take a quick tour around the highlighters. It feels like the different makeups, like the highlighters and the blushes seem more designed for a white sim. The lipsticks and the lipsticks looked a lot better on the darker skinned sim. They're definitely doing interesting things with this. Okay. Is the new hair for you from the kit or from the update? Okay. None of it's... The guys can put on highlighter, and that's it. That had better be a glitch, EA. That is not okay. So we are just going to randomize some traits. So we can slip this sim into our build and just really quick play test a couple of things. We should give him a door. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of weird that the mudroom kit doesn't come with a door. Alright. So this is not a shoe item. I'm going to tell him to sit down real quick to see if he can sit under the light. But I can make this an heirloom. This is not another set it as a shoe item. Which is a little sad. That would have been a nice touch. Okay, you can sit in front of this steering wheel. I'm gonna call this here. We've looked at everything. I don't know. This seems like less than we're used to. And it's got some weird stuff wrong with it. The way that stuff is floating. There's some texturing issues and there just doesn't seem to be a lot here as far as I can see. I'm definitely going to use these items. I think the items that are here are quite good. I'm going to use the heck out of these cabinets. I love them. Like this shelf here, I'm going to use the crap out of this. Like, I love you already. I like that they're modular and the way they click together nicely. I don't know. I wish there was more here. And I don't like how all of the items are they floating on the desks? Yeah, they're floating on these shelves too. So that is a serious concern for me. The Essential Gang kit, Alright, so it's made with crypticism, and I will say that she has excellent taste for contouring, for texturing. Like, that is beautiful. Why can't we put Sims on our male presenting... Why can't we put makeup on our male presenting Sims? I genuinely don't like that. Even cis men wear makeup if they want to. Like, it's makeup. I can put my sim in a skirt, but I can't put him in makeup? What the heck? Who made that decision? Like, who made that call? I really do like that the makeup accounts for a broad range of ethnicities and that the different styles look better on different eye shapes and skin tones and lip shapes. I actually think that is really, really cool. And I hope I managed to talk to that with like sensitivity in my terminology. I probably failed somewhere. Please be gentle with me if I was offensive. But I do also welcome gentle correction in the comments. I want to do better. I don't know. I am not vibing with these kits as much as I usually do. And it's not seeming to be the kit's fault. Oh, the Grange Mudroom kit was made with Sim Creator Peacemaker. So these are both creator kits. So thank you to both of those creators for the fabulous ideas. The impression I'm getting is not that these are bad kits. The impression I made is that EA didn't put the work in. Like it is not the sim creator's fault that these things are floating above the desk. It's not the sim creator's fault that there are so few colors. In fact, I think there's a lot of good here, and I'm gonna use the crap out of these. Like, if you look at the, like, I love the modular construction stuff because, like, I'm just going to pull in, like, if you go to EA right now on this kit, you see something like this. And this lock, like, this is, like, you can really, really make a curated space with these and still sit on this bench. Even with all this stuff over and around it. And that is cool, and that shows thought. It's the execution by the Sims, by EA, that I have more of an issue with. Because, like, I've said it before, I've said it again. If we weren't getting new kits every month, if we weren't getting new packs twice a year, I feel like we would be getting better quality items and with fewer bugs and And I'm going to keep beating this dead horse until they give me a zombie horse pack. That's just how it is. But I hope this helps you decide if you want to spend the money on these kits. Please, what's your favorite item? Which was your favorite kit? Down in the comments below. Talk to me. Oh, yeah. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like, a comment, maybe even subscribe to bring you back for more Sims content. And have a happy time zone wherever in the world you are. I will see you guys next time.